Oscars 2025 have officially wrapped up, and what a ride it was. 10 incredible films fought for the most prestigious award of the night, Best Picture. But which stories stood out, and what made the winner take the crown? Let's break it all down. I'm Still Here isn't just a film, it's a reckoning with history. Directed by Walter Salles, this 2024 political drama adapts Marcelo Rubens Paiva's memoir to tell the story of Eunice Paiva, portrayed by Fernanda Torres and Fernanda Montenegro. When her husband, politician Rubens Paiva, is arrested and disappeared during Brazil's military dictatorship, Eunice is forced into a decades-long fight for truth, justice, and survival. Premiering at Venice to critical acclaim, the film won Best Screenplay, earned Fernanda Torres a Golden Globe, and made history at the 97th Oscars as the first Brazilian production ever to win Best International Feature. What makes I'm Still Here so powerful is its fusion of intimate family drama with the sweep of political tragedy. From torture and censorship to the quiet resilience of a mother protecting her children. Beyond awards, it became Brazil's highest-grossing post-pandemic film, despite far-right attempts to silence it. This isn't just cinema, it's memory, resistance, and a warning that history can't be erased. Colson Whitehead's The Nickel Boys is one of the most devastating novels of the last decade, and one of the most decorated, winning the Pulitzer Prize for Fiction in 2020. Based on the true horrors of Florida's Dozier School, it follows Elwood Curtis, an idealistic teenager inspired by Martin Luther King Jr., who is wrongly sent to Nickel Academy, a brutal reform school where boys vanish out back, and abuse is routine. There he meets Turner, a boy hardened by cynicism. Their friendship becomes the heart of the story, hope colliding with survival in a system designed to destroy them. The narrative cuts between the 1960s and modern-day investigations, uncovering unmarked graves, forcing America to confront its buried crimes. What makes The Nickel Boys extraordinary is how it balances the intimate, two boys clinging to dignity, with the epic weight of American racism and injustice. Whitehead strips away fantasy and writes with unflinching realism, making every page sting. It's not just a novel, and it's a reckoning, and now a 2024 film adaptation by Ramel Ross ensures its truths reach an even wider audience. What happens when faith collides with politics? Conclave, 2024, directed by Edward Berger, turns the Vatican's most secretive ritual into a razor-sharp political thriller. Ralph Fiennes leads a powerhouse cast as Cardinal Thomas Lawrence, navigating scandals, betrayals, even a terrorist attack, all while the Sistine Chapel becomes a battleground for power. Based on Robert Harris's novel, the film blends mystery, history, and shocking twists, including the rise of a pope unlike any before. Premiering at Telluride, Conclave became a critical and box office hit, grossing $127 million on a $20 million budget, and went on to win BAFTAs, a Golden Globe, and the Oscar for Best Adapted Screenplay. The story gained eerie relevance in 2025 after Pope Francis's death, when even his successor reportedly watched the film. Conclave isn't just prestige cinema, it's a gripping reminder that the fight for faith is also a fight for truth. What happens when a folk singer plugs in an electric guitar and changes music forever? A Complete Unknown, 2024, directed by James Mangold, dives into Bob Dylan's meteoric rise, from hitchhiking into New York to the firestorm of the 1965 Newport Folk Festival. Timothée Chalamet disappears into Dylan, singing live, strumming vintage guitars, and capturing the swagger and contradictions of a young artist breaking free. With Edward Norton as Pete Seeger, Elle Fanning as Dylan's muse Sylvie, and Monica Barbaro as Joan Baez, the film is as much about a cultural revolution as a love story. Praised as one of the year's best films, it grossed $140 million, earned 8 Oscar nominations, including Best Actor for Chalamet, and became Searchlight's biggest hit since Disney's takeover. Like Dylan's music, A Complete Unknown is raw, restless, and unforgettable. A ballad of rebellion that still echoes today. What if youth came in a syringe? The Substance, 2024, written and directed by Coralie Fargeet, takes body horror to a grotesque new levels. Demi Moore stars as Elizabeth Sparkle, a once iconic actress discarded by Hollywood for turning 50. Desperate, she injects a black market drug that births a younger, perfect version of herself, played by Margaret Qualley. The catch? They must switch bodies every 7 days or face catastrophic consequences. What begins as wish fulfillment spirals into rivalry, decay, and one of the bloodiest finales ever put on film, powered by over 21,000 liters of fake blood. With Dennis Quaid as the sleazy producer, razor-sharp satire about beauty standards, and jaw-dropping practical effects, The Substance shocked Cannes, where Farjeet won Best Screenplay. A box office hit and awards magnet, it marks Demi Moore's fearless comeback. A performance critics are calling the best of her career. The Brutalist is one of 2024's most ambitious films, an epic period drama from director Brady Corbett. Shot in the rare VistaVision format, it follows Adrian Brody as Laszlo Toth, a Jewish-Hungarian architect and Holocaust survivor chasing the American dream. The film isn't just about architecture, yes, it's about survival, trauma, and the cost of creation. With a stellar cast including Felicity Jones and Guy Pearce, The Brutalist premiered in Venice, where Corbett won Best Director. It went on to gross over $50 million, land 10 Oscar nominations, and secure wins for cinematography, original score, and Best Actor for Brody. Critics hailed it as structurally beautiful and a towering tribute to the immigrant experience. Mixing personal tragedy with monumental design, The Brutalist is already being called a modern classic, and proof that cinema can still be both intimate and operatic. Wicked. Part 1 isn't just another musical adaptation, and it's an event. Directed by John M. Chu and starring Cynthia Erivo as Elphaba and Ariana Grande as Glinda, the film reimagines Oz long before Dorothy ever arrived. Adapted from the Broadway hit, it tells the untold story of two women, one destined to be good, the other unfairly branded as wicked. After years in development and pandemic delays, Wicked finally soared onto screens in 2024, and it didn't disappoint. With dazzling production design, unforgettable costumes, and show-stopping performances, it became a pop culture phenomenon, grossing over $750 million worldwide. Both Erivo and Grande earned Oscar nominations, while the film itself scored 10 nods, winning for production and costume design. From defying gravity to its emotional core of friendship and betrayal, Wicked proves that musicals can still make magic. And this is only part 1. What happens when a cartel thriller collides with a musical and becomes a meditation on identity? That's Emilia Pérez, Jacques Audiard's bold 2024 film. Based on his own opera libretto, it stars Carla Sofia Gascon as a feared Mexican drug lord who disappears, transitions, and reemerges as Emilia, with Zoe Saldana as the lawyer who makes it possible. Selena Gomez and Adriana Paz round out a powerhouse cast. Premiering at Cannes, the film stunned critics, winning the jury prize and Best Actress for its entire female ensemble. By awards season, it led the Oscars with 13 nominations, taking home 2, including Best Supporting Actress for Saldana. But Emilia Pérez also divided audiences, praised in Europe for its daring vision, slammed in Mexico for cultural missteps. Love it or hate it, it's unlike anything else, a genre-bending opera of crime, redemption, and reinvention. Denis Villeneuve's Dune. Part 2 isn't just a sequel, it's an epic crescendo. Picking up where the first film left off, we follow Paul Atreides as he unites with the Fremen to fight House Harkonnen, torn between love for Chani and the terrifying destiny of becoming a messiah. The film expands Herbert's universe with brutal politics, stunning desert battles, and unforgettable performances from Timothée Chalamet, Zendaya, and Austin Butler as the ruthless Feyd Rautha. Shot across Jordan, Italy, and Abu Dhabi, the scale is immense, yet Villeneuve never loses sight of the intimate human drama. With $715 million at the box office, Oscars for sound and visual effects, and a third film, Dune Messiah, already on the way, this saga proves that science fiction can be both visually breathtaking and deeply profound. And then came Anora. Sean Baker's Anora is a wild mix of love, power, and class warfare set in Brooklyn's Russian-American community. Mikey Madison delivers a career-defining performance as Annie, a stripper who impulsively marries the son of a Russian oligarch, only to clash with his powerful family. Winner of the Palme d'Or at Cannes, the film became Baker's biggest box office hit and swept the 2025 Oscars with 5 wins, including Best Picture and Best Actress. What makes Anora special isn't just its screwball energy or sharp social commentary. It's the way Baker balances chaos with heartbreak, turning Annie into one of the most unforgettable heroines of modern cinema. Sexy, funny, tragic, and brutally real. Anora might just be the defining romance of the decade. Sean Baker's raw and deeply human drama about a Brooklyn sex worker stunned the Academy. It combined indie spirit with Oscar-worthy storytelling, and against all odds, Anora took home the Oscar for Best Picture 2025. This win marks a milestone, a low-budget indie film triumphing over massive studio blockbusters. It's a reminder of why we love cinema, stories that connect us, challenge us, and stay with us long after the credits roll. Sean Baker's raw and deeply human drama about a Brooklyn sex worker stunned the Academy. It combined indie spirit with Oscar-worthy storytelling, and against all odds, Anora took home the Oscar for Best Picture 2025. This win marks a milestone, a low-budget indie film triumphing over massive studio blockbusters. It's a reminder of why we love cinema, the stories that connect us, challenge us, and stay with us long after the credits roll. So that's a wrap on the 2025 Oscars Best Picture race. Which of these films was your favorite? Do you agree with Anora's win, or was another nominee more deserving? Drop your thoughts in the comments, share your favorite movie moments, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. We've got plenty more Oscar deep dives and movie breakdowns coming your way.